Assuming you were taught anything in school at all about the Constitution and the organization of the United States government, you were taught that the Constitution calls for three co-equal branches of government, each acting as a check against the other two. Those branches are the legislative, the executive, and the judiciary. The legislative writes laws, the executive carries out laws, and the judiciary determines the validity of laws. The system is brilliant so long as it's followed. Unfortunately, it no longer is. What we have now is, in effect, four branches of government, all with the power to legislate. Congress writes legislation as it always has. But now the executive branch writes its own legislation through executive orders of the president. Barack Obama is a serial offender. The judiciary branch, as we have just witnessed, writes legislation as well. If the actual legislation doesn't say what the justices think it should say, they just arbitrarily change the meaning of words. Thus, we have legislative, executive, and judiciary all effectively writing legislation. So what's the fourth branch? Well, we've talked about this one before. It's what I call the regulatory branch, the vast federal bureaucracy with nearly 2 million employees. The regulatory branch writes regulations that have the force of law. No debate in Congress, no presidential signature, little chance of being overturned by the court. Violate a federal agency regulation, and that agency can send its own police force to break down your door, confiscate your property, and haul you off to jail. We are now only barely functioning as a republic. What we have now is the most insidious form of tyranny. That's my word. What's yours? Go to youtellmetexas.com and you tell me. And follow me on Twitter @PaulGleiser.